God, even that's gonna make me cry. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Just a Mental Note. I am so excited to be able to film the video that I'm going to film today. I wasn't planning on being able to film this for a while, and I don't know if I have ever felt this kind of happiness or just plain relief ever. So this is going to be another little bit of a rambly video, but I thought that it was really important for me to share my emotions and share my experience with this whole thing. But before I get into that and before I start happy crying, there will be tears. I'm warning you now, there will be a lot of tears, I think. I've been trying to not cry all day long. However, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. My name is Devin and I make videos all about mental health and chronic illness. And if you're a returning viewer, you guys, you know how much I love you. I don't even know how to express how much you guys lift me up and how much I appreciate your kind words and your encouragement and your support. It means everything, and that is what makes this so exciting to share with you guys. Guys, in 3 days, well, 3 days from when I film this video, because I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to be able to get it up. I'm trying to do weekly videos. I will try my absolute best, but sometimes things happen, and sometimes the videos will be a little bit late. But I will be trying my absolute best after this to be getting a video up every Friday at 11 a.m. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But 3 days from when I'm filming this video, I am finally eligible to get the vaccine. God, even that's gonna make me cry. If you haven't seen my videos before, I have now been in quarantine for a year. It has been me, my husband, and our 2 dogs in our apartment for the past year. Actually, I found out that I was going to be eligible soon on the 1-year anniversary of us being stuck in here. Of us being on lockdown. The only time I leave my apartment complex is to go to doctor's appointments, and that has just been a very slow process. I've now been in chronic physical pain it's been since August, and it's now March, so I can't do math right now. My brain is all over the place, but it's been months. It's been a really slow process because trying to get care for anything other than the pandemic in the middle of a pandemic is hard, but also I have to be so careful. We try to space out my appointments so I'm not exposing myself too much. We try to go early in the mornings. It's a lot of thought and planning and effort that goes into going into these doctor's appointments, and those are the only times I've left my apartment complex. Really, I can't leave my apartment because I live on the 3rd floor and I can't walk up and down the stairs without being in excruciating pain. So it's been now a year really of being in these walls, and I haven't seen anybody besides my husband and the doctors. And it's taken a really big toll on my mental health. And as I mentioned before, it's made the process of trying to figure out what's physically wrong with me a lot longer than it probably would have been otherwise. I know that once I get this vaccine, it's not like everything goes back to normal. But once I get this vaccine, I don't have to worry about dying every single day. And having that stress on me of every single person that I interact with could possibly kill me. Like, if I saw somebody outside, I would have to walk the other direction before I had my wheelchair, of course. I don't really go outside now. But in those first few months, I could go outside, and like whenever I'd walk the dogs and somebody came up, we would immediately walk the other direction. I don't leave the house without an N95 mask and a cloth mask on. I'm terrified. Everywhere I go, everyone I see could possibly kill me. Like, that's a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety to put on somebody for a year. And then Jake has to worry about it too, because he very luckily has been able to work from home, and that's incredible. But there are a few things that he has to go into work for, or that he will have to run a few errands. he is the person that if we need something to be picked up, he'll go and pick it up because obviously I can't go. And we have a lot of protocols in place. I mean, anytime either one of us leaves the house, the second you get in, you strip down, you go and shower immediately. Your clothes get put into a separate laundry bag and those get washed on like high heat. We are very cautious. Everything that comes into this house gets wiped down. I feel like a lot of people were doing these things at the beginning of the pandemic, and once it started dragging on, people got tired of it, so they stopped doing these things. We never did. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And it's also been a lot on Jake because we can't bring in any outside help because, again, any single person that either one of us interacts with could kill me. Like, how much stress does that put on a husband? He had to worry about every single time he left this apartment, what happens if when I get home, this is what kills my wife. He is actually the one that saw that I was eligible first, and he just burst out into tears because he was so relieved. And I love him. And I'm really happy he won't be under the stress and anxiety of my life being in danger every single day. And I'm also happy that we might be able to get some help in the apartment. We have not gotten any sort of outside help, caretaking help, house help. He has to do everything right now. He works full time, he takes care of me, he takes care of the dogs, he takes care of the apartment. So with me being vaccinated, we can then consider the idea of possibly getting outside help so he doesn't have so much on his plate. Getting vaccinated just means so much. I texted my best friend and her baby is now 1 month old, and I was thinking that I wasn't going to be able to see this baby until she was like walking and talking because she lives miles and miles and miles away. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to see this baby for so long. And I mean, obviously she FaceTimes me all the time. I have so many pictures of her. I get to hold her a lot sooner than I thought I'd be able to. I get to figure out what's wrong with me a lot sooner than I thought I'd be able to. We don't have to worry about spacing out appointments or about only getting the appointments first thing in the mornings. I also get to go to other doctors that I haven't been able to go to, that I've kind of been pushing off because they're non-essential. I have this birth control in my arm that just made my life a living hell for the time that I've had it in. But I have been worried about going to a gynecologist to go and have them remove it. So I'm really excited to be able to get that out. And if you guys want more information about my story with that, I can tell you all about it because it's not great. It's not great. I can go to an eye doctor. My glasses are a few years old at this point. I can't see very well. Everything's blurry. I can't read a lot of things. It's very frustrating when I go out on my porch and I can't even see my best friend's face like down on the ground. You know what I mean? We're only on the 3rd floor. Like, I should be able to see your face. It shouldn't be a blur with my glasses on. So I'm really excited to be able to go get new glasses with a new prescription. I'll be able to see again. I can go to the dentist. I've been really, really worried about going to the dentist because, like, you can't wear a mask. I can also go back to the GI and get an endoscopy because we originally scheduled one, but then we backtracked because we were too scared and didn't really trust the COVID protocols that they had in place. You can't wear a mask during an endoscopy. They're literally shoving a tube down your throat. So I can do all of these things and I don't have to worry about, like, well, I could go to the dentist, but what if that kills me? It's such a relief. I feel like I'm gonna be able to get my life back. I'm gonna be able to go back to school. Once I figure out what's physically wrong with me, hopefully I'll be able to go back to work. This year's been hell. This year's been absolute hell. And I was under the impression, I mean, you saw in my last video, I was under the impression that this was going to be my reality for months and months and months on end still. Biden had come out and said everybody or all adults would be eligible for vaccinations by May 1st. And, like, anytime any sort of announcement like that comes out, Jake and I just kind of roll our eyes because we're just like, yeah, we'll be eligible. But, like, what does that mean? And it's still going to be 6 months before you can actually get it. But the fact that, like, people over the age of 16 with conditions that make them high risk. The fact that my specific group will be eligible means that I actually have a chance of getting the vaccine. And I'm just really happy. I'm really relieved. And again, I know that not everything changes overnight. We still need to wait for everybody else to get vaccinated. We still need to wait. Like, we still need to wear our masks. We still need to social distance. Well, unless your friends are vaccinated too, because the CDC has put out now that if everybody's vaccinated, you can gather indoors with no sort of precautions. I can have my friends over. I didn't even realize the amount of pressure that this anxiety and fear for my life put on me every single day. And the fact that that might be alleviated soon is just insane. God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Again, I can see my friends. I can go back to school. Finally go back to school. Oh God, I'm so excited. When I had to leave school, that broke me. That broke me. I already had to put off starting grad school for a year after I had gotten my undergrad because of mental health issues. So the fact that I had to put it off again because of this whole thing just... I am very, very passionate about becoming a therapist. I am very, very passionate about helping people and about learning about the human mind and just how to help society and help people better. Help myself understand people, just all of it. I love it all. And I didn't know when I was going to get that back. And the fact that I will be vaccinated, the fact that I will be protected means that, again, if I can figure out my physical health struggles, because I don't want to go back into grad school being in chronic physical pain the way that I am, or at least unexplained. Like, I want to know what's going on first. But I can go back and I can just wear my mask so I'm still protecting others, because they're not quite sure at this point if vaccinated people can still spread the disease. Masks are really to protect the other people around you just in case you are spreading the virus. The vaccine protects you from getting the virus. However, unless you have an N95 mask, if you have a medical grade N95 mask, those also protect you. But like the regular cloth masks, we really wear those to protect other people. So because they won't know if vaccinated people can still spread the disease, spread this virus, I will continue to wear my masks, but I won't have to be sitting in class, like literally in a hazmat suit, still terrified for my life, because that's what Jake and I had talked about. I'm just so excited. I mean, I say all of these things. I still can't walk outside without pain. I still can't just go out and do whatever I want because it hurts. But I'm just excited to take Sadie to the dog park again. We have a dog park in our neighborhood, but I haven't been able to go over there because I've been too scared, because people take their dogs there, and what happens if I get sick? I can just live my life without this overwhelming fear of dying every single day. I get to go back to doing what I love, and I'm really, really excited to kind of take you along this whole journey with me. I'm excited to have you guys come with me. I'm so, so grateful for all of you. I just noticed the other day that I hit 450 subscribers. What the fuck? I don't even know if I'm gonna bleep that out, because seriously, that's how I feel. Like, when I started my channel, obviously when people start channels, they want them to blow up and go crazy. Well, not really. That's a lot of pressure for me, and that terrifies me. But like, you want to make content that other people want to watch. But to know that there are 450 physical other people out there who at least care about what I have to say or care about what's going on in my life, like, that's insane. And I know that compared to other people, I mean, there's people in here with millions of subscribers. There's people in here with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But I don't know, 450 just seems like a huge number to me. And I just wanted to say thank you all for supporting me so far. I want you guys to be part of this celebration of me finally being able to leave my house without fear. and maybe we can get back to a little bit more of a normal life. I think that's it. I need to go eat now. I think Jake is making me a pizza and I am starving. So I'm going to go shove my face of pizza and chocolate and celebrate with my husband that we made it. We made it, guys. We made it. So 3 days until I can start the process to get an appointment to get this damn needle in my arm. And I will bring you along this whole journey. I'm going to tell you guys all about my side effects. I know that a lot of people have already gotten vaccinated, but there's also a lot more people that are still waiting to get vaccinated. So I want to share my experience as honestly and authentically as possible. So that way you guys know that it's not this terrifying, scary thing. This is the part where I tell you, if you haven't already, to please smash that like button for me, click subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that way you'll always be notified when I post a new video. Again, I'm going to try to be doing every Friday at 11 a.m., but I got things going on, got a lot of mental and physical stuff going on. So if I'm off a little bit, I'm sorry, but that is what I'm going to try my best to do. Thank you guys so much for being with me on this journey so far. And I really just can't wait to see where we go from here next. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.